This is a Sports Catastrophe production.
Hey there, hello there. It's Jeff Cutter Diamond. Welcome you to another Sports Catastrophe Birthday Boy. And this birthday boy is on March the 2nd, and the Golden Boy, Henrik Lundqvist. He's now 39 years old. He's pushing 40. An icon with the New York Rangers. 15 years with the New York Rangers. Amazing. He won the Vezina in 2012, which was great. And is the only goalie in NHL history to record 11 31 seasons in his first 12 seasons. I believe one of the seasons was knocked out by the lockout. So basically, he has the most wins by European-born goalie in the NHL. His dominating playing during his rookie season resulted in the New York media and Ranger fans giving him the name King Henrik. And he got himself into powerful March, getting the Swedish team to win the 2006 Winter Olympics. So we'll talk about that later. Lundqvist played a few years with Vasa Frölunda in the Swedish elite leagues. During his years in Sweden, he developed into the league's finest goaltender, winning the Honken Trophy 3 consecutive times. I think that's for the goalie of the year. Yep. He even won the Golden Puck and the Golden Helmet Award in Sweden, which is amazing. He's considered a butterfly-style goaltender, but he's unorthodox because of the aggressive way he performs the butterfly. He's known for his positional play, his physical and mental toughness, and his torso stance. Lundqvist actually has a twin brother named Joel, who basically was a forward and all that. The funny story is that basically when Joel and Henrik were playing professional hockey for the first time, someone wanted to be a goalie. Joel grabbed Henrik's arm and said that his brother would like to. So anyway, Lundqvist would make his debut with Vasa Frölunda in the 2000 season opener, even though he lost to Brynäs. However, he would, in a second start, he would actually win his first game there. All of that. Lundqvist would even lose his spot to Pat Jablonski on the roster. He would play in the second tier for a while and all that. And everyone thought that Lundqvist lost his motivation and all that. However, the turning point came in the 2001 World Juniors when he got Sweden to 4th place. But basically, he helped them out. And basically, Lundqvist was good. And then he picked up the pace after that motivational thing. In 2005, he actually broke 4 Swedish national records. Lowest goals against average, 1.05. High save percentage, 962. And longest goalless drought, 172 plus minutes, and most shutouts in year 6 in the Swedish league. He was best goalie, best player, and the league's MVP by fellow players. He was basically a good goalie for Frölunda, 1.96 goals against average, leading the 4 consecutive title of playoff appearances and 2 titles in 03 and 05. Lundqvist was in New York in 2005. He would be the backup to Kevin Weeks. Unfortunately, Weeks got hurt, so they had to use Henrik. He lost in overtime in his NHL debut against the Devils, but 5 days later, in front of the home crowd, he won against those pesky Devils. Anyway, Henrik's nickname, the King, was actually given the nickname by the Rangers beat column's Larry Brooks. Basically put, he described Lundqvist's performance like this. When it was over, when the Rangers had beaten the Thrashers and earned the team a succession of standing ovations from a garden crowd that swallowed hard for this hard hat team, the noise reached crescendo when Lundqvist was the #1 star for the second straight game. He was a Broadway folk hero. He took a victory lap around the ice, raising a stick, and the fans chanted Henrik and then Lundqvist. So anyway, his first career shutout didn't happen that long after. The next day, on October 17th, 2005, he did it against the Panthers. And Lundqvist became the first rookie goalie since John Van Beesbrook to get a shutout. In fact, he became the first Rangers rookie since Mike Richter to have 20 wins in a season. And Richter did that in 91. And he broke the Rangers rookie goalie record for wins in the season with 29. Previously held by Sugar Jim Henry in the 41-42 season and Johnny Bauer in the 53-54 season. Lundqvist was fifth in goals against average, which isn't that bad for a rookie. Unfortunately, though, the Devils crushed the Rangers in the playoffs. He was a finalist for Vezina Trophy, and ironically was not the finalist for the Calder Trophy, aka Rookie of the Year. He was named to the All-Rookie team alongside Crosby, Ovechkin, Brad Boyes, Dion Phaneuf, and Andre Mazeros. He won the Stephen McDonald Extra Effort Award. Henrik had made a name for himself by the start of his second season. He actually faced his twin brother, Joel, in a game in Dallas, December 2006. He and his brother were only the third set of twins to play each other in an NHL game. Because I know darn tooting that... Oh, twins. Okay. I know... Well, the Sedins never did. Anyway, Henrik would beat Joel. When the Rangers crushed the Thrashers in Game 3 of the quarterfinals, Lundqvist was the first Rangers goalie since Mike Richter to record a playoff shutout. And ironically enough, that was the last time the Rangers won a home playoff game was Richter shutout in 97. Lundqvist ended up tied for third in the Vezina balloting and signed a one-year extension. However, in 2008, he would sign a 6-year extension after that. And he got 8 shutouts, the first Ranger goalie since Eddie Jacquemin. And he got his 30th win March 6, 2008, making him the second goalie alongside Ron Hextall to record 30 wins in each of his first three NHL seasons. And basically, he kept the shutouts up to 9. All that. He was named the Rangers MVP for the 5th consecutive season. All that. And Lundqvist in 2009 was the first NHL goalie to win 30 games in his first 4 seasons. He was honored with being number 90 on the 100 Ranger greats all-time list. But anyway, Henrik looked good. 2010, he did again another 31 seasons, so he did it in 5 straight seasons. And then he did it in another season, then another one. So anyway, yeah, he did it again. Lundqvist won the Vezina Trophy in 2012. The Rangers looked good. They could have went to the Cup final, but New Jersey stopped them. Lundqvist would sign a 7-year, $59 million contract with the Rangers December 2013 with a cap of $8.5 million. March 2014, he was the winningest goalie in New York history after a defeat over Ottawa, past Richter. And then he became the Rangers shutout leader 4 days later when he shut out the Devils, beating Jacquemin's record. And Lundqvist earned 5 straight Game 7 wins in his playoff career, which is amazing and all that. That would be broken in 2015 by the Tampa Bay Lightning in a shocking 2-0 loss. All that. Unfortunately, Henrik would basically be snake bit in the Stanley Cup Finals of 2014 when 3 times the Rangers blew massive 2-goal leads and he ended up losing them. Unfortunately, Lundqvist in 2015 had a puck that hit his neck, but the doctors discovered a blood vessel in Lundqvist's neck was damaged, and that Lundqvist would have to be out 5 to 7 weeks. Lundqvist, after coming back March 28, 2015, went 5-2 the rest of the season, and would start all the games in the 2015 playoffs that almost got the Rangers to the Cup final, but Tampa beat them in the Conference Finals. So yeah, he had a lot of things. December 2016, he won his 390th career win, which meant that he surpassed Dominic Hasek for most wins by a European-born goaltender. And he got to 400 February 2017, making him the 12th goalie to do that. The first European goalie to do it, the first in Rangers history, and the fastest in NHL history, which was amazing. Lundqvist would become the third goalie in NHL history to play 850 games with one team in 2019. Lundqvist ended up being, by the end of the 2020 season, getting fifth in all-time wins in NHL history. Basically, Lundqvist was bought out of his contract September 2020. He was supposed to join the Washington Capitals on a one-year, $1.5 million contract. However, Lundqvist had a heart condition, which required open heart surgery. So he's back in practice as of right now. International play, he did pretty well for himself. Well, he's the all-time leader in among goalies for teams played for the Swedish national juniors team. He got them 4th place and all that. He was made the starter for the 2004 World Championship roster. All that. Lundqvist was actually 3rd string in the 2004 World Cup of Hockey behind Tommy Salo and Mikael Tellqvist, which was kind of pathetic. Salo, yes, but Tellqvist? He didn't prove himself anything. But Lundqvist's best international performance was the 2006 Winter Games, when he got Sweden the gold medal in the final against Finland. He went 5-1, only allowing 12 goals and a 90.7% saves. Which sounds amazing. Lundqvist won the 2017 World Championships for his country, as he joined the Swedish team in the group stage, whereas after the Rangers were eliminated from the playoffs, and stayed in net for every game, including the final against Canada. And Lundqvist was a hero. Lundqvist was a charitable guy, like the Garden of Dreams Foundation, the Make-A-Wish Foundation. He founded a foundation, a nonprofit with focus on health and education for children and families. He was always one of the best dressed people around. So yeah, basically, he was humanitarian and all that. So in his NHL career, he has 459 career wins and 64 shutouts. In the playoffs, he's won 61 games with 10 shutouts. Internationally, as we said. So basically, he still holds the Swedish elite league record for goals against average and save percentage. For the Rangers, the NHL records, only goalie in NHL history to record 30 wins in each of his first 7 seasons. First NHL goalie to start his career with 11 20-win seasons. Most shutouts by a goalie in Madison Square Garden history. The record for most games played by a goalie in a season, 73, with the Rangers in 2010. Rangers all-time leader in shutouts, most wins in history. Fastest goalie to hit 400 wins in NHL history. Most shutouts, most playoff wins by Rangers goalie. Consecutive Game 7 wins with 6. Most wins by European goalie in history. And most saves in the shootout by a goaltender in his career. Wow. And he actually set the Winter Games record for consecutive minutes without allowing a goal. 172 minutes, 34 seconds. Wow. Did not know that. So yeah, so basically he's an icon. Nominated 5 times for the Vezina, only winning once in 2012. 5-time NHL All-Star. 9-time MVP award. 2-time Stephen McDonald Award winner. First team in 2012, which is good. He was nominated for the Hart in 2012. That's amazing. And the King Clancy twice, but he missed both. Not too good. Oh, okay. Cool. So anyway, yeah. So let's talk about the 2006 Winter Olympics in hockey. And all that. Because, We don't get to see them that much. We don't get to talk that much about the men's competition and the women's competition. The 2006 Winter Olympics had Sweden win gold, Finland silver, Czech bronze. And Chris Chelios set a record for longest time between his first Olympic hockey tournament and his last. He competed 22 years ago in the 84 Olympics, which was amazing. The tournament format was changed from the 98 and 2002 tournaments to a format similar to 92-94. The number of teams were reduced from 14 to 12 and were split into two groups in the preliminary stage. Each team played the other team's group once. Top four teams went to the quarterfinals. So anyway, there were a lot of qualifications and all that. In the first preliminary group, the non-Swedish group, Finland, Switzerland, Canada, and the Czech Republic qualified, with Germany and Italy missing out. Italy got 2 ties, though, against Switzerland and Germany, so at least they got something more. But the funny thing about Canada is that they played great in one arena, the Palace Sport Olimpico. But when they played at the Torino Esperanti, not at Palace Sport, but at the Torino arena, Esperanti, they couldn't score to save their life, which was weird. In Group B, Sweden ended up third place, being 3-2. Slovakia was El Perfecto, 5-0. Russia lost to Slovakia, which was shocking. In the South, they're 4-1. Sweden was 3-2. The Americans won 3-1. Pathetic, but they got to the quarterfinals because Kazakhstan and Latvia scored fewer points than they did. Yeah, Peter Budaj. Wow, I'm surprised how good Slovakia was. Unfortunately, though, Sweden was, as the wiki page just told me, Sweden was accused of throwing the game because they knew that they could face Switzerland in the quarterfinals instead of Canada or the Czech Republic. And all that, especially when they used Mikael Tallqvist. I mean, you would have used King Henrik perfectly. So yeah, there's a lot of things. So yeah, there were a lot of issues. In the quarterfinals, Switzerland got crushed by Sweden 6-2. Finland beat the Americans narrowly 4-3. Canada again sucked at the Torino Esperanti. They couldn't score a goal at that arena to save their life. They played 3 games at the Torino Esperanti, and they didn't score a goal. The Czechs beat Slovakia 3-1. In the semi, Sweden crushed the Czechs 7-3. Finland shut out Russia 4-0. So it was the Nordic battle, Sweden-Finland. The Czechs won third place over Russia. So Daniel Albertson ended up third on the points with 10, trailing only Solani and Koivu. And it was surprising that King Henrik wasn't part of the big 5 of the top leading goals by save percentage. Number 1 was Antero Niinimäki. Anyway, only one Swede was named to the Media All-Star Award, Nicholas Ostrom. 4 of the 6 slots were by Finns, Niinimäki, Timonen, and Koivu and Solani. Kind of sucks, don't you like? Kind of suspicious. But regardless of what ends up happening, King Henrik was a battle-tested warrior. Basically, the Blue Shirt Underground group were really cheering when he won, and when he lost, they basically were tearing him to shreds and all of that. You can't imagine. The Rangers talk about getting rid of Henrik. He's lost it, and the fan base just turning on him. I've been there, boys and girls. I've been a part of it, and basically I've been defending Henrik. But I think his age was slowing down, and I was upset that he went to Washington because guy could have retired as the all-time wins leader for one franchise, like just one franchise. Brodeur couldn't even do that. Brodeur played for the Devils, but he also won a few games for St. Louis, so technically that doesn't count. So basically, that record, if he wins the game for Washington, which I hope to God he doesn't, would be Turk Broda of the Leafs and all that. So anyway, yeah, King Henrik is a battle-tested warrior, but the Blue Shirt Underground sometimes hated him for it. With good reasoning sometimes, and bad reasoning. But, can't hate on those guys. They're just fanatics. That's all I'm saying. I'm Jeff Diamond. Adu.